Krishna's Kaishora age may be divided into three parts. In the beginning of his Kaishora age, that is, at the beginning of his 11th year, the luster of his body becomes so bright that it becomes an impetus for ecstatic love. Similarly, there are reddish borders around his eyes and a growth of soft hairs on his body. In describing this early stage of his Kaishora age, Kundalata, one of the residents of Vrindavan, said to her friend, "My dear friend, I have just seen an extraordinary beauty appearing in the person of Krishna. His blackish bodily hue appears just like the Indranila jewel. There are reddish signs on his eyes, and small soft hairs are coming out of his body. The appearance of these symptoms has made him extraordinarily beautiful." In this connection, in the 10th canto, 21st chapter, verse 5 of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Shukadev Goswami tells King Parikshit, "My dear king, I shall now try to describe how the minds of the gopis became absorbed in thought of Krishna. The gopis would meditate on Krishna's dressing himself just like a dancing actor and entering the forest of Vrindavan, marking the ground with his footprints. They meditated on Krishna's having a helmet with a peacock feather and wearing earrings on his ears and yellow gold-colored garments covered with jewels and pearls. They also meditated on Krishna's blowing his flute and on all the cowherd boys singing of the glories of the Lord." That is the description of the meditation which the gopis used to perform. Sometimes the gopis would think about his soft nails, his moving eyebrows, and his teeth, which were katachu colored from chewing pan. One description was given by a gopi to her friend. "My dear friend, just see how the enemy of Agha has assumed such a wonderful feature. His brows are just like the bows of Cupid, and they are moving just as though they were dancing. The tips of his nails are so soft, it is as if they were dried bamboo leaves. His teeth are reddish, and so it appears that he has assumed a feature of anger. Under the circumstances, where is the chance for a young girl not to be attracted by such beautiful features, and not to be afraid of becoming a victim to such beauty?" There's nothing more beautiful than this descriptions of Krishna. Krishna's attractive features are also described by Vrinda, the gopi after whom Vrindavana was named. Vrinda is Tulasī Devi, the same gopi, Tulasī Devi. She told Krishna, "My dear Madhava, your newly invented smile has so captivated the hearts of the gopis that they are simply unable to express themselves. As such, they have become bewildered and will not talk with others. All of these gopis have become so affected, it is as if they had offered 3 sprinkles of water upon their lives. In other words, they have given up all hope for their living condition." According to the Indian system, when a person is dead, there is a sprinkling of water on the body. Thus, the statement of Vrinda shows that the gopis were so enchanted by the beauty of Krishna that because they could not express their minds, they had decided to commit suicide. Whew. Try to understand how intense these pastimes are. It's not, it's not just like Barbie at the mall, It's like, I don't know how to express this so that it comes across how deeply moving and affecting these pastimes are. And the language of the scriptures, this poetic language, where there are different similes and metaphors are used to express things that actually can't be expressed directly in language, especially in English. So they use these very colorful, indirect, metaphorical expressions to indicate the depth of feeling, which is actually beyond words to express. I mean, we, as devotees, we all feel this sometimes. There's so intense love of Krishna that we can't express it in words. There's no way to express it. This body has no power to express such feelings, such depth of emotion. So we simply have to share it with Krishna directly. When Krishna arrived at the age of 13 to 14 years, his 2 arms and chest assumed an unspeakable beauty, and his whole form became simply enchanting. When Krishna attained 13 years of age, his 2 thighs were challenging the trunks of elephants. His rising chest was trying to come to peace talks with doors of jewels, and his 2 arms were minimizing the value of the bolts found on the doors. In other words, Krishna's body was very strongly built. Who can describe the wonderful beauty of these features of Krishna? Really. Even when we see paintings by different artists of Krishna, they don't really capture this degree of beauty described in the scriptures. I don't know, it would be very difficult for a painter, unless they were very, very technically advanced in knowledge of anatomy and so forth. And even then, I mean, it's very difficult. Krishna is so beautiful. He's more beautiful than anyone in this material world, that's for sure. The special beauty of Krishna's body were his mild smiling, his restless eyes, and his world-enchanting songs. These are the special features of this age. Krishna could make up songs. He'd make up songs and dances. And these were so attractive and so enchanting that all the gopis would join in and they would follow him. He's like the dancing master of Vrindavan. And so all the gopis would go out in the forest in the middle of the night, and they would just pass the whole night dancing and singing songs being made up by Krishna. Krishna is so poetic. There is a statement in this connection that Krishna, on arriving at this age, manifested such beautiful bodily features that his restless eyes became the playthings of Cupid, and his mild smile resembled the newly grown lotus flower. The enchanting vibration of his songs became a great impediment to the young girls, who were supposed to remain chaste and faithful to their husbands. At this stage, Krishna enjoyed the Rasa Leela, exhibiting his power of joking with the cowherd girls and enjoying their company in the bushes of the gardens by the bank of the Jamuna. No comment. In this connection, there is the following statement. Throughout the whole tract of land known as Vrindavan, there were footprints of Krishna and the gopis, and in some places, peacock feathers were strewn about. In some places, there were nice beddings in the bushes of the Vrindavan gardens, and in some places, there were piles of dust due to the group dancing of Govinda and the gopis. So just imagine, Krishna and the gopis were like wild things out in the woods, running out around in the night, dancing and singing, and then going in the bushes and doing other things. And this is Krishna. I mean, Krishna can enjoy his energy in any way that he wants. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we can't think that, Krishna is immoral, or Krishna is bad, or, Krishna should get married to Radharani, or something like that. This is trying to apply material standards to Krishna, who is completely transcendental. So Krishna can do anything he wants, and he should, because he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything belongs to him. Everything exists simply for his pleasure. So why shouldn't he enjoy it completely? So, and he does. There is a following statement by one gopi describing Krishna's attractive feature during this age. My dear friend, just see how all of a sudden in the sky of Krishna there is a powerful rising sun, and how this rising sun is minimizing the rays of our chastity moon. Our attraction for Krishna is so intense that it is drying up the lotus flower of our discrimination, and we are losing our senses in deciding whether we shall continue as chaste women or be victimized by the beauty of Krishna. My dear friend, I think that we have lost all hope of life. You see? So this is why the love of Krishna is known as simultaneously nectarian and poisonous.